Hi, I'm Paul Begley. I've got to read to you some critical information. Did I tell you? I'm Paul Begley. I just got to make sure I say that. Some people like that. Some critical information has just come in that I've just got to share it. It's a private letter I received. It's very well documented, and then I've done some research, and it is correct. My dear friend, Pastor Begley, I have been deeply intrigued by some related events which are taking place even while we sleep. The government, FEMA, and the Department of Homeland Security are actively preparing for new Madrid seismic zone catastrophe earthquake planning. Have you heard about that? I've heard about that in several other areas. Apparently, the government is anticipating the new Madrid seismic earthquake area. So this new Madrid seismic zone catastrophe earthquake planning. Most notices have been sent out from after the time. These are acquisition requests to the government. They've been sent out to companies that make these supplies. Most of it was sent out after the bird, fish, and cow deaths. Okay? Now, requests for information is to identify sources of supply for meals in support of disaster relief efforts based on a catastrophic disaster event within the new Madrid fault system for a survivor of population of 7 million people to be utilized for the sustainment of life during a 10-day period of operations, but only for 7 million people. The following is a list of things which I have personally checked out at government websites and know that they are true. Number 1, 14 million meals per day, prepackaged commercial meals to be ready to be eaten in a 10-day period. Unspecified number of underwater body bags. Did I just read that right? Unspecified number of underwater body bags. Also some relief blankets for disaster relief. 14 million blankets per day. Requested 140 million blankets in all. Also hydration supplies for disaster relief. Enough for survive for 7 million prepackaged for 7 million people. In other words, prepackaged water hydration systems, or 210 liters per day. 210 million, excuse me. Transitional shelter units that can be assembled by unskilled labor. Rockwell Collins in Infinity modems to provide easy access communication. Pastor Begley, this is just a small bit of the information that I've shared. They are anticipating a NLE, or a national level exercise, to take place in the affected states, which are Alabama, Kentucky, Mississippi, and Tennessee. Unfortunately, Illinois, Indiana, and Arkansas, and Missouri are also a part of it. The operation is scheduled to take place in May of 2011. Now, I've seen a disaster map which goes from the Gulf of Mexico up the Great Lakes. The last time a large disaster happening in this area happened was in 1811 and 1812, and they are ready for another one to happen. Talking about a large earthquake of catastrophic proportions along the Mississippi River. Okay? Now, sorry if I've been preoccupied, but I'm trying to do everything. So the guy's nice. This guy's a wonderful guy. And he does a lot of research, and he sends me information. His name is Stephen. I will not give his exact name on the internet because I got a feeling he doesn't want that fully released. But he's a great guy, and he loves the Lord. Here's the deal. Why is this happening? First of all, why did the blackbirds fall out of the sky? In different areas like Texas and Louisiana and Arkansas, but Sweden and Ireland and Brazil and Venezuela. And why did the fish die? 100,000 fish in the Arkansas River, 2 million in the Chesapeake Bay, several hundred along the shores of New Zealand without eyes. And then what about the 40,000 devil crabs in England? The 200 cows in Wisconsin that sparked this controversy of the Hosea prophecy and forced it forced everyone to stop and look. 7,000 buffalo in Vietnam. When Time magazine wrote the article, I think what they were basically saying was, this is serious. And is this preacher from Indiana right? Is this on the verge of the apocalypse? Well, I keep telling you, we're on the brink of the beast. The new world order. The one world government. And you know the FEMA death camps. There's 90, I call them FEMA death camps. There's 800 camps in America. Prisons, barbed wire, buildings, prepared to house people. And the government doesn't say they exist. You can watch the Jesse Ventura. Oh, I got a granddaughter here. I'm just going to say this. I want you to study and find out where you stand on these issues. Is the government involved in earthquakes? I know HARP is one of the key things. Okay. I'm going to have to let you go. I've got a granddaughter's playing, and that might be the most important thing I do today. Except offer you an opportunity to be saved. Some of you are listening to this information saying, oh my goodness, what do I need to do? I don't understand. I want you to understand, biblical signs are happening. These animals dying. Unexplainable. Finally, I just saw on television, a major network just said, dead birds in Arkansas, in Beebe, Arkansas, is resolved. All 5,000 birds, they say, died of force blunt trauma. From either flying into buildings, power lines, or trees. That's the answer. So you're going to tell me 12 minutes before midnight, 5,000 birds went nuts and flew into trees and power lines and buildings and died, and that's the answer? That's it? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are they serious? Be watching. I'm going to be doing a television special. I'm going to be on it with some scientists and some other people. And I'm telling you, the world is concerned about the coming of the Lord. If you don't know Jesus, would you send me a quick message, private message right here on YouTube. Tell me I want to be saved, and I'll work with you. I just had the 16th person get saved just a few minutes ago. I'm Paul Begley. Are you ready? Are you ready?